going on, guys? Coach Austin here. He's where we got Coach Liv as well. Today we have a RIP style workout. Acronym for, correct me if I'm wrong, just whatever. Resistance, interval, power, plyometrics, endurance, diet. We're going over diet just a little bit. I'm going to actually give you food, although apparently that is the number one question that you guys looking for food. With that being said, a little bit different of style going on today. You need 1 to 2 pairs of dumbbells. We have lateral, we have front, we have row, and we have kickback. You know that. We'll go over them section by section, but I want to make sure you at least know what you need. Second, we need to make sure we got that blood flowing, muscles warmed up, so let's go ahead and get started with some Frankensteins. First, pick up as high as you can, make a circle with the arms, so we got the shoulder warming up some today, too. For the first section, the resistance section. Let's go ahead and do weight rotations next. We're going to count today. Let's go ahead and throw that out there. The first section, we will be counting. We will be counting. I want you to go at our pace with that counting. Huggers next, which means you might be going a little bit slower than you naturally go. And sometimes, I don't even realize this, I notice that when I try to go slow to keep up with other people's paces, let's go up and down those arms, it becomes a lot harder. It becomes a lot more challenging to slow down if that's not your natural intention. So try to keep up with our pace, pay attention to what might be different. Let's do squat and front kicks. Then some of them will be going for time. The intervals I know will be going for time. And then what's the last one? The endurance is going for time. From here, let's do alternating side lunges, stepping out each time. We will stretch them onto your inner thigh. What else good information do they need to know, Liv?
That this is going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
But it's going to be really fun and it's something different. So
I like different.
Me too.
To me, different makes it a little bit more fun already. Alternating hamstring stretches right here. Just a few of them. We're going to alternate knee pulls. Make sure that was the back side of the thigh stretched out. Make sure the front side of your thighs are stretched out. Get it warm, and let's just do 10 fast jumping jacks. Ready? And let's go. Make sure our heart rate is up. We ready to go. We'll tempo through the first 3. We'll go over the first 3 within the R, and then we'll run through it together. First, we have a sumo hold. Feet out wide, hips tucked under, L raise. So one arm going out to a lateral raise, the other arm is going straight out in front of you for a front raise. 10 reps at our pace. We'll do the same thing over to the other side, staying nice and low. Then we're going to bring our feet out shoulder width apart. Good squat form. Arm and press at the top, so palms are facing you at the bottom. They're facing us at the top. Pay attention to those palms rotate as we get going. This is one again. 10 reps for the first one, 10 reps for the second one, 15 for the third one. Try to stay at our pace. If I mess up the counting, we're blaming Liv on it. I give her the responsibility to count for everything. So if you're mad, call her out. I'm just the one queuing you up.
I know.
First, we're going to start out in that sumo stance. Open the feet wide, toes point toward the corner of the room. Let's get down. Make sure we have that good form. Let's start with those L raise. Front raise, lateral raise. Shoulders staying back and down. For me, I'm taking that. Good, you're doing it too. I'm taking the arm that's going out to the side, a little bit behind you. What number are we on?
7.
There we go. See, Torres is keeping up with it. I'm not that good at counting and talking. This should be 10.
Yep.
Stay low. Take a deep breath in. Let's get that other side. Good. Adjust those shoulder blades. Make sure they're down and back. Adjust your hips. Make sure they are in line with your spine. Sinking straight up and down. I'm wanting forward tilt for this one. The next one, when we hit that squat, we can be forward tilted just a little bit.
10.
That's 10?
Yes.
All right, good. Right there. Good squat position. Palms facing you at the bottom. Let's get to it. Squat, rotate. Palms are facing me, facing us up at the top. Let's get low with it. Press it up. Power with your legs. Make sure your shoulders are strong and have full control. It's easy to just throw those arms up there, but if we can't hold it for a second, we don't have the full strength and the stability. We might need to go
Last one.
right there.
Yes.
Perfect. For the next section, Liv will be holding a dumbbell for an extra shoulder burn. I will not take a dumbbell for the modification. This one is time. We have sprinters. We know these. Elbows coming toward the knee. We like to go super quick with them. We're just demoing. Don't worry, guys. Liv is doing the same thing, just moving that dumbbell towards her and away from her. How we're going to do it today, we have 10 seconds holding. Just literally have that stance, that balance stance, slight bend in your staple leg, and then we'll have 10 seconds slow. Don't worry, you don't have to count. This is just time. And then 10 seconds fast like you already know how to do. And then immediately we'll go into 2 times repeated. Immediately going from hold, slow, fast, to hold slow, fast, to hold slow and fast. And then we'll switch your legs up. So all stand on that same first leg to begin with. 10-second hold and 2, 1. We're holding it. We're holding that good balance. Stabilize that. Well, let me word this way. That stable leg has that slight bend. And let's go slow with it. Keep that slight bend on that stable leg, moving very slow. Your foot is slightly tapping behind you, never putting any pressure. Let's go quick, let's go quick. 10 seconds, as fast as you can. Elbows going towards your knee. You're sitting low, that sitting leg. Weight is in your heel. That hold is coming up in 2, 1. Let's hold it.
Scared me.
It's that balance phase. Slow is balance. This is full on balance. We are on that same leg, and let's get going slow. That booty should be burning right about now. But we're not out of breath. We took our breath away for a quick second. And we're at it again. Let's go quick, let's go quick. Only 10 seconds. Fast pace, fast pace. Can you get at least 20 in these 10 seconds? As quickly as you can. Shoulder blades back and down. Core is tight. And we are holding it. Again, last round for that hold on this side. Don't put your chin down. Coming back. Take that deep breath. Let's get it going nice and slow. Again, that stable leg should still have that bend in it. That booty should be on straight fire right now, mind this. And let's go quick, fast as you can. Shoulder blades back, more of a bend in that stable leg. Weight is in your heel, core is engaged because you're trying to hold that balance. We have 3 seconds, 2, 1, and break it right there. Oh, this leg is done, that booty's done. Now we gotta do the same thing on the other side. And 2, 1, we know what we're doing. Let's hold it first. Core is tight. Oh, I'm almost in that same leg. I just literally turned my whole body as if it was the other side. And let's go slow. Please make sure you're on that second leg. Don't make the same mistake I did. But again, you should be able to tell. That leg should be burning pretty good. And let's take it quick, let's take it quick. Fast as you can, stay low with it. Lightly tap that back foot, shoulder blades back and down. Let's engage. Keep it up again. 2, 1. Let's hold it. Oh, this is the interval section right here. That little 10 seconds got me out of breath. How you feeling, Liv?
Feeling good.
Let's add that slow motion. Right here, this is obviously not too hard to breathe, just a good little booty burner. Make sure you are breathing, and make sure when you get to that 10 seconds, you go all out. All out, let's go, let's go, let's go. Quicker if you can. You should be out of breath by the end of this 10 seconds. That will stay shifting. You have full control over everything and take it slow. Let's hold it up there at the top. Last round with that hold. With this first round. It's like that in that same leg, your butt should be look by now. Let's take it slow. Lightly tap. Never shifting your weight to that back leg. Just use it to adjust that balance as you're moving. Let's go quick, as fast as you can. That weight stays in your heel. Then that stable knee. I see you trying to stand up. Don't scroll out. Arms going straight back and forth, not to the side. 2, 1, right there. Oh, my leg puts it there. Next, we'll pick up those dumbbells. We have 2 rows, 2 tricep extensions, 10 times on one side. So yes, you're gonna be doing 20. We're gonna get a low lunge. So sometimes we're bent over right here, doing our rows. I want to get low with it. I'm gonna have a little bit low with it for the full version. My modified will be supporting my upper body with that hand. We have 2 rows right here, then 2 tricep kickbacks. That equals to 1. You'll repeat that 9 times all on that side, and then we'll go ahead and do the other. So grab away that challenge challenging enough for the rows, but that you can keep good form for that kickback, because I know that was a little bit more challenging. Are we ready?
Ready.
Let's get them going. We have 1 row, 2 row, kick back, you know the.
That's one.
Keep it a little bit slower if you can. Core is tight. As we're bent over, your spine, I still want it to stay straight. Just because we're bent over doesn't mean we're bent at your lumbar or anywhere in your back. Core stays straight, core stays tight. Back is straight. So I'm focusing on every little detail right here. Hips are in line with the rest of your spine. That can definitely be the hardest one. Make sure hips are in line with each other. And then make sure the tilt is in line with the rest of your spine.
One more last one.
Thank God. I'm dying low key. Trying to play cool. Oh, right there. Same thing over to the other side. Do not do these if your core is not engaged. Or just engage your core before you do it. Other side, 2, 1. We row it, we kick it back, and you kick it back. Good. I challenge you to get lower with this lunge. Let your legs help with that burn, but don't sacrifice your low back, the curve in your low back, to make sure you get lower. Make sure everything stays in line with each other right here. Make sure your shoulders stay in line with each other as well as your hips. It's probably one of the harder ones. Shoulders in line probably makes a bigger difference.
This is 7.
Wow, 7, we can make it. Or a little bit earlier this time. It's just the same weight.
2 more.
Keep that breathing up. One last full rep. We got row, kick back, stand on up. Next, we got that second heel on. Plank, walk out, plus knee tap. So actually, I'm gonna have you show the full version of this. Modify will really be the same thing, just elevate your hands. That's the only difference. So, almost like an inchworm, basically the same thing as an inchworm. Walk it out to that full plank, hips go up as she reaches and taps the opposite knee right there. Notice, her back, actually shows how it's going. I don't think you notice the same. Her back still stays straight when she goes up to tap that knee. Her hips go up in the air like that plank. I put that more so like a downward dog. But she has her transverse abdominals to help with that lift. So keep your spine straight, still let your hips go up in the air. So walk it out to a plank, tap one knee, opposite hand to opposite knee, same thing together, then walk it back up and down. We will do 5. We'll take a small breather, do 5 again, and then do 5 again. So yes, we have 15 total. Don't be tricky. With these, I just want you to know what you're getting yourself into. So first thing we have is that good plank position. Let's go ahead and walk it out. Hips go up as you tap one knee, tap the opposite knee, good plank, walk it on up, and then walk it on down. There's 1. So hips go up as you tap opposite knee, back to plank, hips go up as you tap opposite knee, back to plank, walk hands all the way back, walk hands all the way back out. So, there's 2 done. We kind of know what we're doing now. As you walk up, let me go ahead and make this clear. It's a lot harder to have that full straight spine as you kind of fold your body up. With that being said, you're gonna roll some in your low back, and that's okay. Get a good stretch every time we get here, because we're not putting the load on your back, even your body weight load. We're not putting a load on your back as we are adding that curve. What number is that?
That was the first one of 5.
First one to 5. Oh, let's go ahead and bring it on up a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring it on up. I promise you a breather up to 5. Enjoy that breather. Let's go all the way back down. Ha ha ha, you see that? They're very mad. Next to the edge, just sit them all the way back up again. Oh, those are my secrets. Good. Walk it on back. Feel that good stretch. Still keep your spine as straight as you can. Notice the tilt in your hips, how they naturally want to tilt. Pay good attention. Have that good feeling. But notice what it does to the rest of your body. And if you can be aware, you're going to be a lot safer because you can adjust as needed. That's one of the things I drill in my Pilates class is just being aware of your hips and how they naturally want to move. It can play a big role in how everything else really does move. This is fine.
This is fine.
Hips up, hips up. Walk your hands in. Roll that all the way on up. Good, reach towards the sky. Only one more of these for this section. Let's walk it on down. Hips up as you tap. Good plank. Hips up as you tap. Good plank. Walk those hands in. Walk right back on out to that good plank. Good. Core stays engaged. Sometimes I feel like that doesn't need to be said there, plank, because of course, what else are we doing after that plank of working abs? Sometimes, as we go up, we don't consciously think about engaging your core, and we don't get nearly as much work as we possibly could. Four. Good. I'm putting my triceps in here. Maybe that was from the last one, and now they just get a little extra burn. But them triceps are working. Good. Walk it on back. And roll it on up. Do a couple good shoulder shrugs. Now one more for the first round. Another 10 seconds on, 10 seconds on, 10 seconds on, 3 times all the way through. Luckily for this one, we get to hit both sides. We don't have to repeat it. So for the first 10 seconds, we have side lunges, sitting hips back, keeping chest straight up and down. Feel that good pull, but feel that rock. This is the easy section. Immediately from that, we're going side to side. We'll switch it to skaters. Liv will have that full jump, covering a lot of distance. I will have that large step, still getting as low as I can. Knee stand over ankle the entire time. And then this last one over here, squat switch or switch squat. The biggest difference here, upper body does a rotation here. If you stay in about the same position, upper body has a little bit more rotation, so we're getting that core. Notice Liv was bent over more than we normally recommend. Her spine was straight, and that's the big difference here. Yeah, we're not getting low right here with that rounded back. You will feel these probably now, probably even more tomorrow. We can stay low right here. I like to have my other arm almost in the air, so it helps kind of straighten out your low back. Rotation more so mid to upper back. Should be going all the way to the floor. I won't quite make it that far. 10 seconds on each, starting with those side lunges. 2, 1. Let's get to it. Feel that good pull. Feel those muscles in your inner thighs shorten as you go over towards the other side. Skater Tom is covering a little bit of distance. Still staying low for each. Knees still staying right over top. And try that full jump if you can. Take another jump, step it out if we need to. Squat switches. Let's get to it. I guess it's because of the other version of squat switches we do. This is switch squats and side lunges. I naturally have a hop. Maybe that's you. Don't try to avoid it, but don't feel the need for it. I think we kind of want to push that through because I felt it was natural. Skaters, let it, what's natural flow. Unless we tell you otherwise, you can have to tell you otherwise. But modify as needed. Switch squats. Let's get to it. Core tight, back and straight. Side lunges coming up in 2, 1. Last time we did this.
You got this, friends. Last time.
Oh, we can make it. My legs are burning when I thought they went from this. I saw this one go, no, that won't get too bad. Oh, they're feeling it now. Skaters, let's stump them up. Yeah, have that full jump if you can. If not, just take wide steps. You'll still get that work in. 2, 1, switch squats. Let's get to it. Again. Pulling your shoulder blades back, not other arm going towards the ceiling, break it right there. Other arm going towards the ceiling helps that rotation. For me, it helps me with a straight spine. Catch that breath, get you some water. You know why? Because this is a D-section diet. Water should be the largest component in your diet. If not, get some more before the workout, after the workout. And right now, we're going to help you get some during. You know what's going on this next round.
One more round.
You know what the exercises are. One more round through all of these, we're going to run it through a little bit quicker. Pick up those dumbbells and have those L raises. We're going to get low in the sumo squat. You're going to go in 2, 1. Take them slow. We got Liv count over here. She messes it up. Be mad at her. Slower. Make sure you are breathing. Make sure you are sitting low. Make sure you are adjusting those hips. as needed.
Last one.
Switch those sides up. Get a little bit lower from that shape. I see you actually standing up. I see you. I know how you do. Control that breathing. Make sure there's no swinging going on with your upper body at all. Core is tight. Will play a role in your legs and in your arms. Number
9.
Oh, my goodness.
10 more.
10. Feet closer together. Arnold press on the way up. Squat down low. Rotate those arms. Press up at the top. If you really want that extra challenge, have your elbows touch your knees as you are going down. Yeah, palms are facing you. It's easier to get a little bit lower. Remember, we have 15 here. I know they're already cussing you, Liv, but they have 10. Don't be sweet turd. Remember, we are
10.
10. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Oh, 5 up, we can make it. I hope your weight's challenging enough. If not, you can go a few extra. Oh, we're not judging you.
Done.
Unless you got lightweight, keep on rolling, keep on rolling. We got those 15 in. Next, we're going to the sprinters. Oh, take that big deep breath. Hold for 10 seconds. Slow for 10 seconds. Fast for 10. We got that hold in 2, 1. Let's get to it. Find that good balance. Tighten your core. Slightly to that knees. Have body awareness. Let's go slow with it. The elbow going towards your knee. Especially if you're without that dumbbell. It's a lot of coordination of opposite going with opposite. Let's go quick as best you can. Elbows going towards that knee. Slight bend of head, that's in the leg. Make sure you stay low. Weight is in your heels. We have 5 seconds going all that. Hopefully you can get 30 of them. We have 3, 2, 1. We are holding. Breathe. Catch your breath. Recover your breathing from that last set. Let's go ahead. Add that slowness to these sprinters. Elbow going towards your knee, so if that right knee is moving, that opposite left arm is going up with it. Let's go quick as fast as you can. I want you out of breath. I want that sweat dripping on the ground. That's pretty much all me. Make sure you got a top left, it on up if you need to. We got 3 seconds left. Give it 2, 1. Hold it for the last time. On this side, all day. And we'll cry. We're yelling at that leg. So I gotta tell myself,
Legs are crying.
take it slow. My butt right now is screaming. I got those tears rolling down my legs, I'll tell you that. 2, 1, we're all out again. Everything you got, hold the bottom of your hips backwards. Don't let that curve, natural curve in your low back core is engaged. Don't let that back head down, hold it balance. We got 3, 2, 1.
Doesn't it sound like an auctioneer?
Gotta get you, we get through. Let's keep moving forward. We gotta say things to the other side. Get yourself ready. We got those scripts set up. Starting with a hold first. In 3, 2, 1. We're starting out with that hold. Make sure you hit that second leg. If you're on that first leg, you should feel it catch fire immediately instead of after the first 10 seconds. Let's start with slow sprinters right here. We're going towards your knee. We need that same leg bent. If you're locking out, you aren't getting nearly the same benefit that nothing are you. And let's take it quick. There was something else. Go all out. Elbows on your knee. Make sure that sit leg stays low. Get even lower than you were before. I know how you do. I know how you want to stand up. We have 3 seconds. Keep going. 2, 1, and hold. Now how long I have to go out of my way to make sure it happens. That's just my way to keep that energy. Make sure, let's take it slow. Make sure that you can feel my energy even throughout the camera lens. And guys, this is it. Let's run. Last time we went in space. Let's just for the last time all week long. So I say, we'll see what we're looking at. Once we get going, we have 3 seconds left. We all out. 2, 1. Let's take it. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
Oh gosh, that was fun. Is this the third one on the side?
This is the second one.
Second one on the side. And let's take it slow. There we go. This is on time number 2, are you sure?
I'm almost
I put the
done.
wrong person in charge of counting.
Sorry,
And let's go quick. Well, you got everything. I need you to go on fast. Make sure you stay low. Yeah, 2, 1. And this is your last time. Hold on, I lied about the last one. I was wrong, alright? Don't judge me. Because I was like, Sharon says last word. That's not have trust issues. Sometimes we're just wrong. Take it slow. Oh. Our coach would always say last one, but it'd be like a full-out routine. It's like other sports playing one game. Let's go quick. We'll cheer like we did our entire routine. One more time. Tony, you said that 8 times ago. Just one more, you'll be done. Last time, 2, 1, and we're gonna hit right there. Shake it out, shake it out. Oh, I can't stand up all the way. My butt's on fire. Next, we got low lunge. Get as low as you can. Stretch those hips out a little bit. You might need it. So 2 rows and 2 kickbacks. We got 10 on one side, and we will repeat the same thing to the other. And 2, 1. Let's keep it slow. We have a row, kickback at the top, kickback at the top. Keep them nice and slow. Again, I want your challenge to be going at our pace. We get to set that tone. Follow me. Those are like dying over there, just taking my elbows. Don't try to kill me. Mano 2, I'm with you. Oh. Can we go even slower? What number are we on?
This is 6.
6. Oh man, we're halfway and I'm already trying to make it slow. Oh, keep that breathing up. You should be out of breath from all those sprinters. I want you to control your breathing. I want you to find that peace, find that. Control is really the word I'm looking for, just because it's something that it's not always easy to get. But when you realize that if you're control over your body, you can have control over a lot of other things that you might have not thought. Right there. Then you have the ability to control. Body is one of those things that people believe is out of their control, that you really have so much more power. Same thing to the other side. 2, 1. Let's get to it. Once you realize that you can move slow and controlled, once you realize that you can take your body through these exercises consistently, then you might realize that, oh, maybe I can balance on one foot. Maybe I do have the control to do something that you couldn't do before that you realize you struggled with before. If you can find that control here, you might find it in other pieces of your life. That's my philosophy today.
Welcome to our TED Talk.
When's your TED Talk?
Workout.
What number are we on?
That was 7.
Oh man, so I'm gonna talk to you the whole thing. Can you go shoulders back? I know that one arm that you're moving wants to hang, wants to droop. Don't let it have that control. Lock it out, and boom, drop that dumbbell. I'm just kidding, be careful around your toes. We have the plank walkout plus knee tap. Remember, right hand to left knee and vice versa. Make sure you're going opposites, 2 opposites. With that being said, y'all show us live. Gotta be careful with your count. Plank walkout. We have 5 sets, 5 reps. We'll stand all the way up, take a deep breath, and repeat. 3 total times. Let's go ahead and walk it on out. Core is tight. Hips rise, hips lower. Hips rise, hips lower. Walking all back. I speak the rise and lower because I want you paying good attention. I don't want you just reaching back, tapping. I want you having that, again, control over your hips. You realize what they naturally do? Maybe they need to do that. Maybe their natural instinct is to arch a low back. But right now, as we're putting a load on it in this plank position, we don't want that curve in your spine. Again, pay attention to how your hips naturally control your whole entire upper body, your whole entire lower body. It's just 5. Wipe your hands back. Stand on up. Oh, I like to lean back and do a little extension. Let's go again. Walk it on up. Hips are up. Hips are up. Oh. So I think about the spine and try to articulate through the spine a lot during my Pilates class, body blitz. I try to pretty much keep a neutral spine the whole entire time. This exercise is really kind of a balance between the 2. For the taps, I want you to be straight. As you walk those hands back towards you, I want you to feel that natural fold, that natural curve that you have going on. Figure out what your body can do. We want to be able to take it through the full range of motion as long as we're safe. Standing on up. No load as you're rolling up and rolling down. Plank position. There is a load. It's your body weight. We got to make sure we take care, have control of that body weight. Let's go for the last time. Walk it on up. Up. Tilt your hips. Core stays engaged. Stay strong, my friends. We're gonna make it. We just have 3 left.
Yes.
Almost at 2 left just to make it look worse. Liv, why are you giving us extra credit?
Okay.
Keep it up, my friends. You're strong. You have the strength. Talk to your shoulders. They're talking to you. Talk to them.
Last one,
Tell them
please.
they're gonna make it. You can use your shoulders when we need you.
I might got shoulders.
We're walking on the leg. We're standing on up. We have one more section. We have 2 more sections. We're gonna go over this diet stuff while we're stretching. Endurance section, we have 10-second side lunges, 10-second stairs, 10-second squat switches, switch squats. I have to say it backwards in my head. I just have to. Side lunges in 3, 2, 1. Let's rock it back and forth, side to side. Get the upper body upright. You can have a slight bend if you're tilting those hips back or taking those hips back. You should be taking those hips back. Shoulder blades back and down. Let's start with those stairs. Jump if you can. Have a little pep in your step. I gotta have that. Taking away the jump, but still keeping that pep in. Modify as needed. Squat switches. Again, feet staying about the same spot. You're rotating your upper body back. Still stay straight. Side lunges. You squat switches. You will be bent over a little bit more today. But I always say you not to do. Just make sure you're doing it correctly. Skaters, let's do it. Core stays tight for all of these. Hip, stay in line with your spine for all of these switch squats. I can't say that, switch squats. Switch squats.
When I taught class Thursday, we had those on.
Squash switches. And side lunges last time with it. Squash switches, squash. Skaters, let's knock it out. Have that pivot in your step. If you can't have that, have just a regular step to each side. Figure out what's going to work for you and then crush it. Last time, squish, switch. You're switching. It's your last one going together. Let's knock it down. Keep that good form. Shoulder blades stay back and down. Core stays tight for 2, 1, and break it. There. Get that sip of water. Keep this legs moving. From here, slow, but keep pulls, very slow, going your heart rate down. Switch it to alternating quad pulls, same motion, a little bit slower. And I want you to hold it on one side. Liv, give your favorite piece of nutritional advice that's simple.
Dieting doesn't have to be hard. Just eat clean, natural ingredients, such as veggies. You have to do some
Switch those legs up.
5-star meal just to try to make it healthy. And honestly, if you eat natural veggies, there's your nutrients right there.
And there's your flavor right there, really, truly. I am the #1 person to be picky about veggies. Really, if you throw all them suckers in the oven or pan, throw just a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil and just a little bit of seasonings, it's gonna be good. Second, tilt to the hips, keep your back straight or reaching down towards your hamstrings with a straight spine. My biggest tip/trick with it, 2 things. 1, get over it and just do it. That's what works for me. We had a sign up here saying to that a long time ago, I don't care if you like veggies or not, you're an adult, you have to do what is best for you. I love that one. That's a hard version of me saying, bring it on up. Saying that, get over it, do what you gotta do. You wanna do side lunge?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Side lunge, bring arms back so you're stretching out your shoulders while we here sit over towards the side. There was something else that really kind of spoke to me. Once you start eating things, you notice it a lot more. Let food taste as it is. Real foods have real taste, believe it or not. Switch the sides up. If you kind of acquire that taste of what real food should taste like, junk food tastes like junk afterwards. You might disagree and say, no, I went to the gas station, go and get anything and everything, I'm gonna be happy. Once you take out most of the junk from your diet, it tastes like junk. That was one of the best things that clicked with me. Let's go ahead and stand on up. Last thing, big arm circles forward, round everything forward, lace your fingers together, and round it down, reaching towards the ground. Once you cleaned yourself out of the junk, the good food tasted more good, as silly as it sounds. So that's my nutrition tip. Food is fuel. Don't mistake it. Don't think that, let's take it on back one time. Don't think that just because you've eaten, you should have energy. If you put crap in your car's gonna run crap. Same thing for your body.
And not only last thing, just because I've really noticed it in myself, not only do I feel better, but my skin is a lot better.
I know you do that.
I noticed with all the junk and the sweets and the oils, your face, cut it out. And I mean, I use bar soap to clean my face, and the healthy foods I eat really.
That's huge. I don't think about that as a male, at least from a perspective. I don't think just the food that you affected my skin. I think about the fat in my belly. Pay attention to those small things. Pay attention to the changes you notice in your body. You are awesome. You crushed it today. Sweat, sort of smile. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Sweat, smile. Let's see.
Well, that was a great ending.